What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Happy holidays, everybody. This is David Heretic coming at you with a special holiday edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight. All right, we're coming back to Seikima-II. Yes, indeed. Seikima-II Fans feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi-bob, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Elon Khan and Brett Parks, and this is actually Brett's prioritized request for the month of December for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So here you go, Brett. Hope you enjoy the show, man. And you as well, Elon. They both want to see me react to this. It is Seikima-II with a tune entitled Demons Merry Christmas. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, yeah, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by Takim666, all right? And the video has 479 views. It's not going to get you there. Sorry. Now, look, I'm sure the song's fine. I'm sure the video's fine. I'm sure everything's just fine. I'm just saying 479 views. It's not going to get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? You ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. I believe it says Seikima-II, but got here, Seikima-II. Devil's Merry Christmas, BD3. Not sure what that means. 4K, 60 FPS. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
まだ11月になったばかりだというのに、街を歩くとあの不愉快なメロディーと飾り付けが渦巻いている。東京ベイシェラトンホテルではすでに今世紀中のダブルベッドの部屋の12月24日の夜は予約でいっぱいだという。憧れのあの人とこの日に照準を定めて初めての聖夜を、初めての2人のホワイトナイツを迎えるのね。愛し合って誠に結構、愛し合って誠に結構。 Just make love and die. Just make love and die. 世紀末が構想13年満を持して諸君たちに放つ史上最低のクリスマスソング、バスタードクリスマス、悪魔のメリークリスマス、青春編、聞かなかったとは言わせねえぜ。
I mean, I mean, I think I get it. I think I understand why they did that section. I think they did it more than anything just to wake everybody up. Coming in with that double time feel. I feel like that was really kind of a wake up moment. It's one thing I really equated to, is to get everybody's attention, because we've been lulled into this, feeling of relaxation. And, I'm sure the story that he's telling is captivating, and, to have that section come in, seriously, only go for like 8 measures, and then it was gone again. I mean, I think it was just there for no other reason other than impact. And that's fine. It's totally fine. It was abrupt. But I think it was supposed to be abrupt by design. So, anyway, let's keep going here. Let's see where this goes. That was planned. Harmonies. Okay, just really quick, I want to point this out. The utilization of the G, I believe it was G. No, I'm sorry, not G, F. F major. The utilization of that F major is really nice against the D minor. I know you move down 3 semitones for the F, you go to the D. I get it. That's the natural minor. I absolutely get that. I understand that, but at the same time, I just feel like it's worth pointing out because it sounds really good in transition. And I think what's really making it stand out more than anything else is the fact that it's being reinforced with the harmonies in the vocals. It's really kind of making it shine. But just check this out real quick. That feels good, doesn't it?
Good, good, feels good, feels good, feels good, feels good, real good, real good.
Really does. A sharp, the C, to F. As against the chromatic.
Just make love and die.
A sharp, A.
Bastard Christmas.
Not what you would call a traditional holiday song, but an interesting take on one, that's for sure. A lot of symbolism in there. Symbolism can always be interpreted different ways. But musically, it was very appealing. It was very pleasing to the ear, especially transitioning into those majors off of the minors. Nice resolution. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Seikima-II with Demons Merry Christmas. This was a request from Analong Khan and Brett Park. And this was actually Brett's prioritized request for the month of December for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Brett. Hope you enjoyed the show, and you as well, Anlon. Okay. It's so funny how the same band can have two very different scores in the same month. It's fascinating how that can happen. But it happens. It does happen. Listen. Not every song from every band is going to be a home run. Sometimes you're going to hit a single. Sometimes you're going to hit a double. Sometimes you're going to hit a ground rule double. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you might get a triple. And sometimes you'll hit a home run. If you're lucky, you'll hit one of each, and you'll hit for the cycle. That's always a nice thing to do. But there's also going to be times where you're going to ground out and you're going to fly out and you're gonna, line into a double play, or, you even on occasion you might strike out. So, it's funny how songs can follow that same analogy as baseball. Sometimes they're great, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not so good, sometimes they're pretty bad, sometimes they're really bad, sometimes they're horrible. And sometimes they're amazing. It's such a, for lack of a better word, it's kind of a crapshoot. You never really know what you're going to get until you listen to it. So, when I give the score, I hope Seikima-II fans don't lose their minds on me. But the score I have for this one is quite different than the score I did to my last reaction for Seikima-II, which was earlier this month. But let's get to it, and we'll see how this goes, and we'll see how everybody handles it. Starting off with score, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that overall presentation, I'm going to give that a 7.2. Yep, 7.2. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 7.2. What does that mean? Well, a 7.2 would translate to a really good skill rating. So overall, I think this was a really good presentation, okay? It would also get 4 to 5 stars and a B letter grade. Yeah, B as in boy, okay? Not a C, not a D, a B. So there you go. A 7.2, really good skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. The song on its own. I think it's a really good song. I do. I think the song on its own absolutely holds up. It's a quote-unquote holiday song, okay? Christmas song, if you want to call it that. A very different take on Christmas songs. Not the first song I've ever heard from the holiday selection that's in a, dominantly minor feel, in a minor direction. We've heard lots of songs that have done that in holiday songs, but they always resolve to the majors. Always. So this was really no different. It was dominantly minor, but it had those major resolutions to the F major. Now, granted, for the F major, we would, make its way down to the D minor, where we would spend, 3/4 of the time in the chorus on, and then the rest of the song was pretty much all minor too. So I would say a good, 90% of the song was in a minor key. But there was that 10% in the major key, which, had that uplifting feel, that made us feel good. So, nice little contrast. As far as the instrumentation goes, I think everybody played their instruments well. I like the use of the acoustic guitars. Very nice touch. And, bringing in the electrics, obviously, kind of a necessary thing, considering the direction of the song. Drumming was solid. Bass playing was solid. I have no issue with either of those. As far as the songwriting and arranging goes, again, I think it's a really good job. Chordal progression made sense. Mostly dominated by minor, but having those F major resolutions was a nice touch. I like the intro, where we had the acoustic guitars kind of lulling us into this false sense of security, and then out of nowhere, here came this, and it wasn't even straight time. It was double time to kick us off for, a quick little 8-measure thing, and then it disappeared again. And it was like, what just happened there? Well, Quagmire, did I just get laid? So here's the thing. It was supposed to be abrupt. It was supposed to be quick. It was supposed to be come in like a good DPS, do its damage, and get out. And that's exactly what it did. It did a fine job of bringing us back and making sure that we're still paying attention. We're still vested. And I think it absolutely did the job. On its own, I think the song would get about 7.6, 7.6, 7.7, somewhere in there. So if I think the song gets a 7.6, why am I only giving this a 7.2? I have said this time and time again on the channel. I have said it more times than I can possibly, literally thousands of times. So if you've been watching the channel for any amount of time, you know what I'm going to say. So say it with me, kids. Are you ready?
Sing it out one time.
A live show can help your score, or it can hurt your score. And I hate to say it, but in this case, it hurt. Let's go down the checklist. Let's see how many checks they got. Stage presence. I mean, they always have natural stage presence because of their attire, their makeup. They don't look like roadies. I've never seen roadies that look like that. So they have stage presence, yes. Stage energy. I'm gonna give it a check, but it's a weak check. The only one that was really moving around was Demon. The other guitar players were kind of stuck where they were because of their reliance on the acoustic guitars, which were set up on the stands. So they didn't really move around at all that I saw. So unfortunately, that does not get checked. Now look, it's possible that while the camera was centered on Demon, maybe the guitar players did move away from the stands. It's possible, but I didn't see it. And if I can't see it, I can't critique it. Stage interaction, none. There was no stage interaction at all. Crowd interaction. This is the first time, I think. I mean, I've seen Seikima-II not have stage interaction before in the past. This is not the first time. But this is the first time that I'm not going to check that box for stage interaction. I didn't really see any. He was speaking to the crowd. He was telling the story. But whether the crowd was there or not, he was going to tell the story anyway. It's part of the song. So I can't really count that. So unfortunately, no crowd interaction, which was weird. For Seikima-II, that's really weird. Showmanship, I'll give that the check. Yeah, sure, no problem. Very limited though. The whole usage of the crucifix, that was pretty much it, if I'm being honest. I know the crucifix was designed to break, quote unquote break. You can see the hinge. You can see the button, the nub, the little silver nub coming out of the bottom to lock it into place. And he pushes the button and it falls over. That's a nice little touch. But that was it for showmanship, really. I mean, there really wasn't anything other than that. I've seen much better showmanship for them in the past. This was lackluster. Production, yeah, the production was there. I mean, I'll give it that for sure. But this is how we're coming down from a 7.6 down to a 7.2. If I'm being honest, from a live show standpoint, this was one of the weakest presentations that I've seen from Seikima-II. Pretty disappointing, if I'm being honest. I get it, it's a holiday song, and they want to keep things somber, I guess. But at the same time, they could have done more and still kept the somberness. So, yeah, we had to drop down 0.4. I think that's fair. We're still in the really good range. The only difference is, honestly, instead of getting, if they had been up at 7.6, would that have changed anything? Let me see. Would that have changed anything at all? Yeah, it would have. The really good would have still stayed. The 4 stars would have still stayed. The only thing that would have changed was instead of getting a B, they would have gotten a B+. Still a B.
You like that, girl? That's how it goes.
So yeah, that's how we got that 7.2. That's normally what I would give that score. However, it is the holiday season. It is Christmas. Day of Giving. So you know what? Santa Heretic's gonna step in here, and just for the holidays, just because it's the holidays, I'm gonna take that from a 7.2. Ah, what the heck? I'll give it the 7.6. Why not? Why not? Hey, look, it's my show. If I want to do that little extra bump because it's the holidays and I'm in a giving mood, then I'm gonna give it. Deal with it. No, I still think the 7.2 holds true. Don't get me wrong, but since it is the holidays, I'm gonna be a little generous and I'll give it the 7.6. Why not? Why not? Let me change it really quick before I forget to do so. So I gotta change that plus sign. I gotta change it to a plus. There we go. All right, cool. All right, so since it's the holidays, 7.6. Why not? So there you go. Let's wrap everything up in a nice shiny bow before I change my mind. So we got 7.6, wink, wink, for the holidays. Yeah, why not? It's still getting a really good score. It's still getting 4 out of 5 stars. And we just happen to bump it up a little bit to a B+. So there you go. 7.6, really good skill rating, 4 out of 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, that did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.